Welcome back, everyone. It's Lawless Bacon here. Today, we're going to get rid of this dreaded storage system. All the cluster mess that we have, we don't know where anything is. So, I think today we're going to make a new place to put all this stuff and to organize it. Try to make something better. And possibly, I think we're going to bring in the Copper Golems to help us with the sorting. So, to start with, we need to find a place to put this. So instead of doing it in this room here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs. Yes, we're going to make a basement. So what I think we should do is let's go in the wall here. Let's go down 9 blocks. And then we'll make it 6 tall. That'll at least give us a 3 block base for our floor, just in case we have to dig in for a machine or a hopper or something like that. And we better put some torches. So let's hope we don't run into any caves, and let's get digging. Oh, by the way, we're going to make it a 14 by 14 square. That way it matches the floor upstairs. Okay, we have our border. Now let's clear out the middle. Okay, we got the whole area all cleared out now. Now we have almost a blank canvas here. We got some dirt here we can change out. I don't know. I might keep the walls either stone or I might make them all decorative. That'll be in the future. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a storage unit going across here, the back wall here, and across here. And we'll separate it by categories like plants and food, building supplies, and all the other kind of random supplies. And maybe we can do copper golems for each section. And we'll see if we can make it all interconnected some way. If not, even 3 different systems with copper golems might be pretty cool. We'll have to try them out and see how far we get. Let me see if I can come up with a design that might work for us, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have gotten I think a basic sorting system started here. What it's going to do is we're going to have iron copper golems up top here above on each section. So there will be a total of 6 copper golems running this auto sorter. And if it works out how I plan it to, we're going to have 1 copper golem up top here. He's going to sort through all these chests here. If he doesn't find a spot for it, he's going to send it off to the next copper golem, and so forth, all the way around. When it gets to this point, it's going to drop down, go to the next row, and come through and around. And when it comes all the way back, if nobody can find a spot for it, it'll drop down into the final chest here, which I can take a look at and see if I want to place it somewhere. Let's see kind of how this is going to work out. Let's go up top and take a look. Okay, so there'd be a copper chest would sit there, and then the starting one would be right here. Let's get this one started and let's see how it's going to work. So what we do is we got to put down a copper block just like this, take a carved pumpkin, place it right on top. There we go. There's our first copper chest and our first copper golem. We can keep him in here. We need to get him to move down to this spot. No, move down there. Hang on, let's get him down in this place. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Now we can hold him in here. with some slabs. He's just short enough to fit there. Should still be able to reach that chest. We'll have to see how that one works out. Haven't really tested this much, so well, haven't tested it at all actually. So let's put, yeah, that could work. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll go around to the front. Let's make with an extra chest. Oh, let's see if we can. Nope, that one didn't work. Okay, it's probably oxidize. Change it back to brand new. There we go. Now we should be able to. Okay. All right, now it's a large chest, so it'll work. What we'll do is let's go back up to the top. Let's go find that copper golem here. Now, we don't want him oxidizing because then he'll freeze up. So what we're going to do is if you take some honeycomb, see, right-click it on him, that gives him waxed up, so that'll keep him from oxidizing. Now, if we wanted to make the chest and keep it the nice bright copper color, we could oxidize. We could put the honeycomb on them to keep them from oxidizing too. But I think I might like the green look to it, so I'm gonna let that one oxidize. We'll see how that turns out. So with this, I can actually, we could actually cover this right up if we wanted to. You know, that way nothing can get in there, but yeah, we'll do that for now. If we don't like it, we can always open it back up. But he'll continuously go back and forth, grab items out of this spot here. Well, let's give him something to put in there. So we sit here, we dump some stuff in there. Consider it our dump chest. And he'll pick some of it up. He'll find the first empty chest and drop it in there. Now, if that item's not in that chest, he'll take it and put it in the next chest, and so forth, all the way around. I'm going to go and continue this process all the way around, and I'll bring you back once I got everything built, because it's taking some time getting everything together. And then we'll go through and we'll decorate it. We'll put some item frames on everything and start seeing how this is going to come together. Then we can go through, we'll decorate the floor, the walls, the ceiling, and get everything looking like we do. Maybe try to keep it similar to the castle theme, but I think we might go with the stone color accent here to just change it up a little bit. So let's get started, and I'll be right back. Okay, the storage system is finished. Now it's all about getting it signs on everything and getting everything organized and start utilizing. Still going to decorate a little bit, which what we'll do, I'm thinking, well, before we do some decorating, let me show you how it all looks behind the walls here. So I have a little trap door. We can go in here, put on, and behind each chest, we have the copper golems picking through parts and drop it in the chest. If they don't find the chest that they can put it in, they put it in the end chest, which in turn takes it over to the next column. He picks it up, checks all his chests, and drops it over here. Keeps going around, starting from the top, goes all the way around to the bottom, to the last one. Once the last one hits, it sends it out to the front. Let me show you up here. To a little overflow chest. So anything that is not going to be able to get sorted into any of these, or they can't put it in one, ends up going right back to here. At this point, then I can figure out which chest I would like to be put it in. But it's pretty cool. You just take your stuff, you just drop it in right here, and then it will pop on each one. Once we get it labeled, we'll put some signage above it and tell you what's in each one, or even like a picture frame with an item on it, and we can make it pretty organized. And then we need to make a way in and out. So currently, just using some scaffolding in and out. I think we'll do some bubble elevators right here, so we can zip up, zip down real quick, and get in and out of the storage areas. All right, let's make this look a little better here. Let's take in. Let's pull up this whole floor. What we'll do is I'm gonna place. Let's do a stair here, here maybe. Hope I didn't just get myself stuck. Okay, I got out of there. Good. I think the darkness will contrast the upper row wall. Makes it easy to get into there. So let me go through here and let's clean this up. Oops. Oh, here. No, not spawn us. Place down some bricks. Alright, and we almost got ourselves finished here. Last few ones. These blocks up. Alright. Temporarily, let's put some torches in here. Yeah, I think maybe instead of torches, I think once I finish the roof, I'm gonna take out all this dirt. I'll put some kind of stone up there maybe, and we'll maybe hang some of the lanterns from there, make it look pretty good. So for now, this is looking pretty well. We just gotta get a whole bunch of signage. We'll put it up in here, and let me start getting this organized, and then we'll start working on this bubble elevator. So let me just get started on that. Okay, we are back, and the room looks a lot different now. If we come in, we have no more storage chests here. Let's go take a look. Let's drop on down, and our storage, and the Enderman is trying to find where he needs to put his stuff. He's trying to give me a grass dirt. All right, Mr. Enderman, you keep working. I'll just leave you be for now. But we have pretty much all the storages all filled up and labeled. We have a couple more empty spots just in case we need to find something new. Some new different types of wood. But everything goes into our dump chest here. And here, we'll do a little test here. So we have 8 empty chests on us right now. And this chest here has 10 empty chests in it. Let's see how this works. So we drop our stuff in here. It's not the fastest way possible, but it's fun to watch. We can always go around and put things in ourselves as well. But let's see. Yep, he took the chest. So let's let him go through and sort out and see where he puts it. Okay, he opened that chest. Well, let's check. It's not there yet. He's still trying to think about where he's going to put it. Oh, he did put it in there. He just put it up top. That's one thing about it is they don't stack to what's currently there. If you wanted to do that, you have to actually fill in every single block with at least one item on it. That way it'll go on to one of the items to stack. But that's all right. At least we know it's in the right chest, and we can always come and find it at one point and resort it. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. I think we'll make some final adjustments, and he just wants to leave it there. He can't find where it needs to go. Oh, Enderman. I think it's time you leave our home. Time to go. He doesn't like my fire sword and just ran away. Oh well. We'll use our silk touch axe. We get full grass. I think, what do we got in there? Yeah, we got dirt in there. Let's just drop it in there. Here, let's drop a couple more items in there. Let them put some things away for us. But yeah, I think the storage unit turned out pretty good. It'll take some time. We'll fill it all up, and we'll see how everything goes. And maybe in the future we'll the chest ended up over here. Where did this chest? Oh, I know where this chest came from. Yep, I was working on something earlier. Okay, I'll just take it out of there. So for now, if it's an empty chest, he'll drop it in there, and then I'll have to sort it out. So, but eventually, once this spot's full, these 3 spots are all full. Anything that they can't figure out, they'll drop here in the overflow, and then I can figure out where I want to put it. But there's still a lot more items in the game to get, so there'll be a lot more sorting, moving around, and then I'll also go through, once I figure out what type of ceiling I want to do, I'll change out the ceiling, probably change out these torches to lanterns or something like that. But I think it turned out pretty good. So let's go on up. Oh yeah, we also did add in the bubble elevator, and I'm still trying to decorate this a little bit. I mean, it's a work in progress. So let's go take a look at some of our other things, since, as you can tell through this video, my video quality has been turned up. All my settings were off, so a lot of things could have been blurry for some people. So hopefully now that everything is a little bit clearer, so you can see it better. But I'll give you a quick look over, a recap of what we did in the past. So we made here a fireplace in our castle. We have our center table here with all our chairs, our little chandelier, our balcony up here at the top. Well, let's go on upstairs and let's look up from the top here. So up here we have our curved ceiling with a little top area. This spot here is one of the sides. I think we're going to do it on both sides. We're going to open it up and make some side towers. Not sure what I'll put in the towers yet. It's all work in progress, as always. And let's go on out here for a second. Let's check out what we can see. So, this is our castle again, just in case any of the video quality was a little low and you couldn't get a good look at it. But I think it looks pretty good for a start. And then, now this is something new. I haven't shown it yet, but I was working on this between this episode and last episode. Enderman just wanted to leave another piece of dirt around. I'll come back and get that. But I changed our look of where our nether portal is. Kind of made it a whole new look. We got a little bit of lava flowing in the walls. Some two-tone stone down, nether brick down here. But again, it gives a little nether feel. Again, a little look at of our greenhouse there. We haven't really gone back to it. I've been busy at the castle. And then lastly, I made a pathway. I'm going to change that to glowing lettering, but a pathway to our zombie farm. So it's just an easy, quick path. I think at one point I'm going to get a horse. It'll make this a lot easier to run down this path. So bear with me. We'll just run down here real quick. Just makes it nice and easy to get through the land. And if we add any more things down this way, it'll already be set up with the path. But I made a little house out here for our zombie farm. So what we're going to do is let's go inside. We'll drop on down. And this was our zombie spawner where we can get our XP farm. So this chest is empty here because we have a second chest down here. It's full of all kinds of supplies. Helpful when we're trying to get some levels or fix our gear. Sounds like we have a couple coming right now. Let's do a quick test. Eat up. And hopefully the sounds aren't too loud. I know the last time we were working on this, the sounds were quite loud. I kind of readjusted those for us as well. And here comes some zombies for us. So, just stand here. We can just beat them up in one shot. And we get some XP off of that. XP will either help fix our gear or our tools. Give us some supplies. And fill our chest up. Gives us all kinds of from cooked foods. I don't know how we're getting chickens in here, but every once in a while we get some chickens in here. It's kind of strange, but it's all good. It all works well. But I think that's about it for this episode. You know what? Let's take a little peek in here real quick. Don't want to fall in here, but yep, there's our spawner again. Their water on a little bit of a pitch, so when the zombies fall in, they will slide down this hill, hit this water, which is also on a pitch, which brings it back down, which takes it around to our XP farm right here. We can just get ourselves some XP. Very satisfying. And that'll lead back to our cave system that brought us down here. I might clean this up a little bit, just make it look a little more appealing. Change out the ceiling, the walls, all kinds of fun stuff. But let's go on up here. Zip on out. Little safe zone if we come out and it's nighttime, which it's going to be nighttime soon. Let's head on back to the castle here. We need to think about what we want to do for our next episode. If you have any ideas, please let me know. I'd like to try some other builds. Just like to do some different things that I've never done before and take my time on it. I don't want to rush through this. Maybe I should just build this bridge for this area. Maybe I'll do that in this next episode. I'll build the bridge going across here. Well, if not, I can always do it off camera and bring you in on it. We'll keep with our pathways and do some more lantern lighting around, but I think that's it for this episode. I think we accomplished a lot. It took a while for me to get this storage system going, but I think that's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope everything is all and well. If you do like everything that's going on, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It does really help out. And everybody, have a good one. Thank you for joining me. Bye.